Experience the beauty of music in Puccini's opera Tosca at Jacksonville Symphony. We've got Courtney Lewis, he's the Jacksonville Symphony music director, and Gregory Keller is the stage director for this show. It's so great to see you guys. Thank you for joining us.
Pleasure.
It's been too long, Courtney, since we've talked to Jack Symphony, and you guys have been keeping really busy. So with it presenting Puccini's Tosca, which is one of the most popular works, or his most popular, what made you choose it for this season?
Well, because we don't hear very much opera in Jacksonville, you're getting a real feast this morning.
Yeah, right.
But we want to present something that we know that people will really love. And Tosca is one of the most exciting, thrilling operas there is. And also, because we center the orchestra on stage as well as the singers, it's really important that we play an opera that has a really great orchestral part so that they're also part of the musical story.
Right.
And Puccini's score for Tosca is one of his finest. It's brilliantly orchestrated. And there's so much wonderful music to hear from the orchestra as well as the singers.
And this is pretty crazy. With only 2 weeks of preparation for this large-scale production, how do you bring everything together so quickly? Good team, I imagine.
Great team, but we don't sleep much.
I bet.
Have we had a day off? I think we might have had one day off.
Oh man,
yeah.
Oh man.
We work, and everybody comes really committed. They all know the music, and we kind of jump in, and I call it the sandbox. We all play in the sandbox and experiment, and within 2 weeks we make a dish.
That's amazing.
Make a souffle.
Yeah, that is so amazing that you guys have both been able to come together and put it together so quickly. What is your favorite musical moment, or score, I should say?
At the end of Act 1, there's an incredible tableau when the chief of the police, who's the bad guy, is standing in front of a huge procession in a church, and they're singing a hymn of praise to God. And there are church bells and priests and vestments, and at the same time, he is plotting the demise of several of the characters in the opera. And this juxtaposition of implacable evil with the church kind of approving of it in a kind of ambiguous way is a really incredible moment. And of course, in Jacksonville Symphony, in Jacoby Symphony Hall, we have an incredible pipe organ as well, so it really feels like you're in the middle of this massive church, and it's a very exciting moment.
And even though this is one of his biggest works, for those who have not heard of it before, what else can you tell me about the story itself?
Well, for me, it's interesting. It's sort of like two triangles. So it's about love and faith and power. And it's also about these three characters: Floria Tosca, who's a very famous opera singer at the height of her career, and Scorpia, who is the chief of police, who is incredibly corrupt and evil, and Floria Tosca's boyfriend, Mario Cavaradossi, is sort of this groovy painter that she's in love with, and Scorpia is jealous of this, and so he plots to basically break up their relationship. It's a complicated story, but it's this wonderful psychological thriller.
Interesting.
Yes. It's like, for me, it's like the best of a Hitchcock movie. So if you took Vertigo, Psycho, and Rear Window and mixed them together with fantastic music.
That's amazing.
It's a love triangle, it's tense, it's wonderful, it's spectacular.
Now, do you have the same favorite characters?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. Who's your favorite character?
I have to love them all.
Yeah.
So in order, I have to think each character's plot through the opera, and I have to love them all. So I try not to judge them.
I see.
And it's very much the same for me because I'm living in it with them in real time.
So you love them all.
So I have to kind of like literally breathe and empathize and feel their pain to make it work.
That makes sense. Yeah, I could see that. Okay, so opening day tomorrow. What are you most excited about?
Well, these productions go up like this because the time frame is so narrow.
Right.
So each rehearsal has been like a new universe in terms of the quality and everything coming together last minute. So I'm just looking forward to having everybody absolutely on tomorrow. And of course, once an audience is in the room, all performers' dynamics change completely, and you realize that you're giving it to them, and that's such an exciting experience.
Yeah, and just that instant gratification for them on stage. Now, I have to ask, though, for etiquette purposes, do people clap at the end of their performances, or is it more just to kind of keep it quiet?
Well, Italian opera is a funny one. People tend to wait till the end of an act to applaud, but when there's a particular spectacular aria, it's okay to applaud.
Each act has one aria.
It does.
It has there's one applause point in the middle of each act.
Okay, great.
But this is a composed through opera, so it really feels like you're getting on a freight train
and just keep moving,
shuttling through each act.
I gotcha.
Dynamic and exciting and
sounds
thrilling.
amazing.
Yeah, it's really a wonderful piece of theater.
Well, where can folks get tickets?
jacksymphony.org.
Okay.
And there are some left, so please go quickly if you want to get them.
Well, thank you both so much for joining us, and bravo.
Thank you.
Great job.